Hey, what's up, guys? This is day 11 of the Candida cleanse and the D-Herbs cleanse, and I feel like totally awesome still. Um, About to go work out. I hit the beach yesterday, totally refreshing. I don't have very much inflammation at all. I still have some muscle fatigue. One thing I did notice today was that I felt a little bit of like a heavy uh, mind, like a brain fog, and that was after I had a meal that consisted of a lot of fructose. It was a lot of fruit, um, and it was like fruit, and it was essentially apples, bananas, but then like the apples I cut up and I dipped them into nut butter, so like almond butter and hazelnut butter, um, which is like a less sugary version of Nutella. So, I mean, maybe I messed up a little bit. Um, it's technically raw food, but at the same time, it's a nut butter, which it says is fine for the Detox cleanse. However, it's still processed, and it still has technically added or organic cane sugar. So what I was experiencing was not die-off effect. It was actually that I still have. Um, it's only been 10 days. I mean, I don't expect any kind of overgrowth to be gone for another couple months at least. So I know for a fact that there's still a lot going on down there because I felt a complete. What it feels like if you have it, if you know the feeling, it's almost as if you're drunk a little bit. You're intoxicated. You have alcohol running through your blood, and your body's trying to deal with it. Your liver's trying to process it out. So yeah, it's not fun. Then I felt that, and I was like, man, this far into the cleanse. So after that, immediately I took a drink of it's like oregano oil, and it's got black walnut bark in it, and you mix it together. It's pretty good antifungal. So I was just like, wow, this is crazy. Like, I can't believe I'm feeling this. I'm so far into the cleanse, and suddenly, whoa, big milestone. But big like roadblock here. Holy crap! I still have this die off, not die off, but brain fog from too much candida, which are just they're pooping in your gut. That's what's happening, really, to be honest. And I'm like, whoa, I thought we were over this. But I mean, 10 days. I guess not in terms of eating bad, but in terms of sugar quantity, probably was the most sugar I've had in a while. So Candida was like, dude, you just gave me a bunch of food. Like, I'm gonna eat this and poop all over your lawn. Like, that's what it was. So it sucks because now I had to deal with that, and it really impacted my day, and I feel inefficient as hell. And brain fog just affects your whole vibe because it goes two ways. You need to be grounded, and then you need to have like good energy, and they go hand in hand. So I'm gonna go get grounded now by running in the park and doing some meditation, and that's gonna help a lot out. Do a lot of breathing, deep breathing, and stuff like that. And get vitamin D from the sun, running shirtless, doing all these things to just stay healthy. But yeah, it was definitely a setback a little bit when I had this whole like intoxication from whatever's going on down there. So, but in general, there's been good results from this cleanse. Like this was something outside of the cleanse. It has nothing to do with the cleanse. Detox cleanse works if you stick to the raw diet for 20 days. So I have been, and I still am, but I guess nut butters, even though they're included, probably you should stay away from. I just find it really hard to eat raw without anything else. So like I like to mix it up with some almond butters, and it's fine, but it's better just to eat the nuts like raw. But and in all honesty, I could probably do fruits and nuts and just be fine with that. Other than that, sleeping soundly, energy levels are pretty good, skin's pretty clear. Yeah, I mean, overall, this cleanse makes you really feel good. Higher energy levels. From what I understand, I probably have higher testosterone levels because I'm exercising. My stress is down, so low cortisol. Cortisol and testosterone are like this. Like, let's say testosterone goes down because stress goes up, and when stress goes up, cortisol goes up. So it's like this. But if your stress is if you're relaxed and your stress is low, your cortisol goes down and testosterone goes up. And this is for especially for men extremely important because testosterone is linked to heart disease. And if you want a healthy heart, that's why so many men in the U.S., I don't know about other countries, but die younger, a couple years younger than, or they live a few years less than women. The reason being is that they testosterone plays a much bigger part of their health. Like for women, it's not as important because estrogen is what they need to have a healthy heart. And this is how estrogen and cortisol work, but this is how estrogen and or uh, cortisol and testosterone work. So if you're a woman, if your stress is high, your estrogen just keeps going up. If you're a man, same thing happens, but our testosterone goes down. So it's the only thing that sucks. Low testosterone for a woman's not as bad as low testosterone for a man. It's extremely crucial and it's linked to heart disease. So keeping your stress down is important. One thing I did learn is muscular, more anaerobic stuff. Like if you're doing a lot of weightlifting, mm, most of that tends to be anaerobic. Let's just say, like me, I just go from machine to machine to machine to machine, and then I hit the sauna. Okay, I don't like doing cardio at the gym just because you're sitting on a treadmill and it's so monotonous and it's so boring. And you're just sitting there and even CNN's on or some worthless football game or something like that, and you're just like, oh my god, why am I wasting my time here? 30 minutes, how am I going to get through 30 minutes? And then you get through it and you're like, oh yeah, that was nothing. But during those 30 minutes, it's like the most excruciatingly annoying period of your life, all day long, all week long. So to avoid that, I just hit the park now. I mean, it's beautiful. You get fresh oxygen. You get to chill. You get to see the dogs and the beautiful people out in the world. It's great. Make a new friend. So I avoid the gym for that. But anyway, back to the whole machines thing. You're going through that's anaerobic. You're just sitting around going from machine to machine, and it's anaerobic, which means you're not really getting the oxygen that you need, and you're just building up lactic acid in your muscles. So I mean, that's no good for you. That's going to build stress, and especially if you're doing a cleanse, your body's already intoxicated from all the junk it's clearing out. So you need to avoid that. So in general, during the cleanse, I recommend you either do like 1 or 2 days of the gym a week or none and just do aerobic activities. So just do like walking, hiking, meditating, and yoga, and what else? Um, Going to the beach and swimming, surfing, whatever you like to do. Those are all aerobic activities that get your muscles working, activated without squirting too much lactic acid into your body, which is just acidosis, toxiosis, and I can't get that word right, toxiosis. It's just not conducive to healing. So try to avoid that by all means. Is anaerobic, heavy weightlifting stuff. For guys, it's going to be a little harder. But don't forget, guys, that your cortisol is going to spike if you're doing these this is the whole point of everything I'm saying. Cortisol will go up if you're doing the anaerobic activities, like too much lactic acid releasing, weight machine to weight machine to weight machine activities at the gym. So try to avoid that in almost entirely. 1 or 2 days a week isn't going to hurt you, but during the cleanse, I mean, I pretty much haven't hit the weights at all since I started this cleanse, and it's going to remain that way for the next 10 days. Um, all right, guys. So yeah, good luck healing your intestines and your entire internals, because your internals happy internals lead to happy externals. No more skin problems, no eczema, no psoriasis, no acne, no um, overheating, no dandruff, nothing wrong with your externals if your internals, because your skin is like your last line of your immune system. Well, it's also it's the first line, but inside, if you have something inside, it's the last of your like cleaning mechanism. So let's say your liver takes care of something, it can't take care of something. There's too much in there, and so it starts releasing acne and just stuff, and it's nasty. So yeah, definitely take care of your body. And that's what we're cleansing for, so good luck. See you next time.